He did everything right, or so he thought. One of my clients came to me, concerned about his prostate health. For 18 long months he had been incredibly disciplined. He ate sardines 5 times a week, every single week. He did his homework. He knew sardines were a fantastic source of omega-3 south, crucial for fighting inflammation. He'd even switched from tuna to avoid mercury contamination. His own doctor had given him the green light, saying sardines were the perfect choice. High in omega-3 south, with virtually zero mercury, he was confident he was on the right track. But after a year and a half of this strict routine, his lab results came back. His PSA level, a key marker for prostate health, was 8.6. The frustrating part, 18 months earlier, before he started his sardine journey, it was 8.5. All that effort, all that discipline, for absolutely no improvement. It was a standstill. He was understandably confused and disheartened. During one of our nutrition consultations, I asked him a question that seemed almost too simple. I said, "Tell me, how exactly do you prepare your sardines?" A big smile spread across his face. He was proud of his method. "Oh, it's great," he said. "I pan-fry them in a little olive oil, high heat, about 4 minutes on each side, until they're nice and extra crispy." I had to stop him right there. That, I told him, is the exact problem. The look on his face was one of complete shock. "What do you mean?" he asked. "Sardines are one of the healthiest fish you can eat. They have all the omega-3s south, none of the mercury. How could I possibly be messing this up?" And this is the crucial piece of information that so many people miss. Omega-3 fatty acids, the very things that make sardines so powerful, are incredibly delicate. They are extremely sensitive to heat. The moment you expose them to high temperatures, and by high I mean anything over about 320 degrees Fahrenheit, they start to break down and oxidize. Think about pan-frying. Your pan can easily reach 350, 400, even 450 degrees. Scientific studies have shown that at these common pan-frying temperatures, you can destroy up to 65% of the beneficial omega-3 seconds in the fish. But it gets even worse. Not only are you losing the good stuff, but a significant portion of the remaining fats transform. They become oxidized, turning into compounds that are actually pro-inflammatory. So, instead of calming inflammation in his body, which was his entire goal, he was unknowingly creating more of it. For 18 months he thought he was protecting his health, but his cooking method was turning his superfood into an inflammation feeder. He was pouring fuel on the fire while thinking he was putting it out. The solution, thankfully, was shockingly simple. I told him he had to change how he heated them. The new rule was to either eat the sardines cold, straight from the can, which is a fantastic option, or if he wanted them warm, to heat them very gently. We're talking low heat, keeping the temperature well below 250 degrees Fahrenheit. The absolute non-negotiables were no more pan-frying, no grilling, and no high-heat cooking of any kind. He made that one single change. He didn't alter anything else in his diet or his lifestyle. The results were astounding. 3 months later, we checked his PSA again. It had dropped to 8.2. It wasn't a huge leap, but it was the first downward movement he had seen in 2 years. 6 months after the change, his PSA was down to 7.7. We were building momentum. And then, at the 9-month mark, it was 7.3. This wasn't just a random fluctuation. It was a clear and consistent trend in the right direction. And I want to be clear, this wasn't some fluke. This wasn't a one-off success story. Over the years, working with hundreds of men, I've seen this pattern repeat itself. I've identified 5 critical mistakes that people commonly make with sardines. These are mistakes that are so common and so significant that they can completely negate the health benefits. In some cases, like my clients, they can even make things worse. Let's quickly go through them. The first, as we've discussed, is high heat cooking, which destroys the fragile omega-3 south and creates inflammation. The second mistake is eating sardines on an empty stomach. Your body needs other foods, particularly some fats, to properly absorb the nutrients from the sardines. Eating them alone can lead to poor absorption. The third mistake is buying certain contaminated budget brands. Not all sardines are created equal. Some brands have higher levels of contaminants or are packed in inflammatory oils that counteract the benefits. It pays to be picky about your source. Fourth is a habit many people have, removing the tiny soft bones. People often do this for texture, but those little bones are an incredible source of calcium and vitamin D. These 2 nutrients work in synergy with omega-3 south to support overall health, and when you throw them away, you're losing a huge part of the sardines' nutritional power. And the fifth mistake is taking fish oil supplements at the same time as eating your sardines. This might sound counterintuitive, like you're just getting more of a good thing, but in reality, you can overload your body's absorption pathways. They can end up competing with each other, meaning you don't fully absorb the nutrients from either the supplement or the fish. Here's the bottom line. Sardines can be one of the absolute best, most powerful foods for your health, but if you eat them the wrong way, they might be doing next to nothing for you. Eaten correctly, however, they can consistently help support lower inflammation and contribute to better health markers, like PSA trends. If you've even eating sardines and you're frustrated because you're not seeing the improvements you expected, I want to help. Comment the word sardines below this video and I'll personally send you my complete guide. It covers everything. the exact temperatures for gentle warming, my top brand recommendations, the best meal timing for optimal absorption, and more preparation tricks to maximize the benefits. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for my next video, where we tackle the massive cooking mistake that destroys sulforaphane in broccoli and other so-called healthy food that most people are accidentally ruining. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it.